been a while since I've done a video for YouTube. Been kind of crazy busy with things. Bananas are doing nice. Other plants are doing well. Yeah, it's literally that big. Lots of little bananas coming in. Pups. This one's loaded with pups. This one's loaded with pups. Pineapple is taking. I got a couple of new stalks coming up on it. One on this side and one on the other side there. So it must be somewhat happy. This banana is starting to put some growth on finally. That one is too. It's even got a pup coming up finally. Little tiny one underneath, I think, hiding in there. That could be grass, but it looks like a pup. More pumpkin and squash blooming. But we are actually in a cool spot. It is the weekend of August, 19th, I guess? 18th. And, yeah, got a couple of guest dobies here today, hanging out. Olives started putting on some growth. Pretty excited about that. I need to reset them a little bit more. This one kept falling over. Roots weren't really that deep, but it's got olives on it. So, pretty cool. This one doesn't yet, but I'm going to reset it so that it starts growing a little more upright. This one has obviously set its roots. A lot of palms to dig up still. Repot or to pot. They're just all over the place. Mulch this area out. Got some fencing still to put on the shade house. Got to go get another roll. I've got 2 passion fruit now that are going to go over there so they can start draping over it. I'm going to probably put the grape on this side. I don't know yet. Loquat. This one is doing well. Starting to put on growth. That means the roots have set. Our 4-in-1 is looking okay. It's got some new growth coming in on it, which is nice. Hoping this one takes. It's a Fantasia nectarine. See if I can get it to, there we go, focus. Hasn't really got much new growth on it yet. This one's doing well. It's got a lot of little spots. Jerusalem artichokes. There and here. Alright, not Jerusalem artichokes, but Egyptian walking onions doing well. Apple tree is starting to put on some growth finally. That means this whole area is starting to stabilize. This apple tree is too. Just got to keep them upright. We've been having some winds. The mimosa tree over here is putting on a ton of pods, which is awesome. I'm going to be transplanting a lot of these up to the other property. I've had to repack it. It keeps tipping over because of the winds. The macadamian, or this is not the macadamian, this is the pistachio, is holding its own. So I'm thinking that once we get this bed leveled out, I filled in this area, and now I just have to bring it all the way up, level to pretty much that base, actually about where that first tape is right there. What else? This little olive is growing nicely. Starting to put on some real growth again. That moringa is thick, but it really didn't produce this year yet. Whereas the one right here, I've already harvested 3 pounds off of it, and it's ready to be harvested again. Hi, Miles. Hi, Miles. Hi. Say hi to the camera. There we go. Anyway, that one is ready to harvest again. It's looking awesome. This apple tree, it's a pink lady. It's doing well. It's been continually inching its way, new growth, nice slow growth, which is good. This thing, it's tilted, but growing. This is our sugar prune, and don't know what it's got growth, so it's stabilizing. The Chia, big old Chia right there, it's looking good, but I've had to level it a couple of times, as you can see. But the trunks are now level because it started to tip over that way, and then it tipped this way, and then it went tip in the back. Another loquat. It's holding on, starting to do. The Thai basil, I need to come in and do some pruning on it. Looking okay. Lemons are coming in. This tree is just loaded. They're actually good fruit this year, which I'm happy about. I do not know what's going on with this. This is the this is the Flavor Grenade Pluot. It's just, I don't know if it's not stable. It's been watering. The sugar cane is doing okay. The pink lemonade tree is starting to put on a little bit of new growth. The lemongrass has finally started blowing up here and here. That one's dilapidated because the dogs are chewing on it, which is great. Papayas here are holding their own. I need to thin them out. Another loquat, more sugar cane. That is our red Malaysian guava. Had to repack it, but what's cool is it's got blooms on it. So we're actually going to get fruit this year. Look at those beautiful little blooms. The Thai basil here just smells amazing. I don't know what's going on with this one. This is, which one is it? Oh, this is a Pluary, I believe. Yeah, this is a Pluary. It's just not doing all that hot. I don't know if a gopher got to the roots or what, but I'm thinking over time it'll stabilize. Black Malanga. I need to pull that up, split it, replant. I think that's a China berry tree, which is going to go bye-bye. Fig is doing well. It's starting to put on real growth now. That sugar cane is doing okay. The bamboo here is really starting to fill in. There's new stalks coming up, like real stalks, which is awesome. And I need to cut this bank a little bit more, get the logs in and reinforce it so that I can terrace that area. These ones are starting to fill in, and there's even new ones here and there. See, there's a runner coming down. These are actually clumping bamboo, but that's a runner coming down, which that's fine. It's going to fill in this whole area. There's a bunch of new growth in that one, and that bamboo up there is doing nice. It's got some good tall runners on it. Our little crown of thorns is over there. It's doing okay. It's still blooming. This bamboo, not doing much of anything. I don't know why yet, but I'm sure it'll stabilize. Sugar cane is doing awesome. That's probably 10, 12 feet tall. And then I've got the moringa. This one's doing okay. It's looking nice. More sugar cane. Grapefruit is doing well this year. We've got multiple grapefruit on it. Had 2 flushes of blooms. That's one. And there's a little parcel of them. Where is it? There we go. There's more in here. And then there's more over here on this side. Yeah, there they are. Down in there. And there's a couple other little spots, which is awesome. Honeydews and cantaloupe have been good this year. Got to dig up more onions. They're kind of scattered in and about. Another stand of papayas. Got to thin that one out too. It's holding its own. The wonderberries did fantastic this year. This is the last of the bushes. That whole area over there was just encased in them. Ended up making some sorbet and a few other little things with it, including some wonderberry wine. This Chia has started to really put on some growth. Sorry, frog in my throat. My little citrus is coming back. This was one of our original ones. I believe that is a goji berry. Got a few different odd and end ones that didn't think could make it, and then they did. This fig is taking off. I think this showed to have one on it somewhere. I don't remember where. But this is going to be a nice little stand of figs. The butterfly weed did well. It's actually seeding now. This was a volunteer. I'm hoping it'll spread through this whole area. It'll be nice. Help the pollinators. Jerusalem artichoke, harvested out of this area. That's one that's still here. The moringa is looking awesome. Oh, look at the rosemary. It's beautiful. Up under this orange tree or lemon tree. Very happy about that. Not persimmon, the jujube. This is the lead jujube. It's just loaded, as you can see. I'm eating them green. They're tasty. They'll turn red here shortly. My Korean bush cherry, I do not know what's going on with it. It's just a bad area right here for right now because there's still no soil. Still have to do this whole area, get it set. But the rosemary's starting to come back. Oh, let me tell you. Well, I got it here. Well, I'm up here, I should say. Here is the lumber for one of the tiny houses we're going to be building. That one's going to go right here. And Logan's checking it for lizards. Then we've got the grapes. Oh, this Chilean Palo Verde is blowing up. It's just doing awesome this year. This is the birds love it when it blooms. It's just the bees and love it when it blooms, but the birds like it as well. They hang out in it all the time. The dragon fruit, I've kind of let them rough it a little bit because I'm going to reset this whole area around them, and they're still putting on new growth. I didn't want them to go crazy, and they still are. These were pretty much just straight runners, and now they're just insane. Grapes collapsed the original frame. I put up one, and I didn't tie it very well because I'm going to put in a whole new thing because it's going to go up further and much taller. Stone fruit, I believe that's one of the peaches. It's doing well. These were just bare root stock this year. There's another one. This thing is a beast. It's 10 feet tall. And growing well. More moringa. Satsumi plum. Mexican firecracker. Another piece of moringa that I just jammed in there. Some kale. And that is a fragrant tea olive there. What else? Oh, here's the persimmons. Waiting for them to ripen up. Got 3 of them on this first year. This tree has come back from the damage. It's healing itself, which is awesome. And this was a collection of just seeds I threw in that was collected up from some scrap stuff. I just tossed them in, see what was there. Ended up with more sunflower seeds and sorghum and a few other little things, including some squash of some sort. I don't know what it is. These papayas are doing well. This is a ground nut. It's supposed to be. It's looking more like a Jerusalem artichoke. The guavas. This one isn't producing yet, but the other ones are doing well. Pineapple guavas, I have no idea what's going on with them. My mango, this one has died back. This one is doing well. So some of them are getting temperamental. The peach is doing well. Here's another stone fruit. My golden silverberry is starting to really take off. It's put on some bigger shoots. It's gonna really blow up here. Started terracing this area out. There's a moringa in full bloom. Lots and lots of blooms on it, and some cool bugs. Figure eater beetles doing some nectaring. Butterflies are loving it. There's a few more. Sugarcane here, wild tobacco. Oops, focus, come on. There we go. Sweet potatoes down here. This is one of the guavas. It's doing okay. It's kind of tipping over, I think. I'm gonna have to reset the root ball. But that's the pink, I believe the pink guava. Tropical pink, yeah. There's my strawberry guava. It's put on some new growth. The moringa has 2. This sunflower produced, now it's dead. Sorry, allergies, my nose is itching. This thing's still producing. There's some turmeric in here. Really haven't maintained it much. Artichokes are almost ready to collect for seeds. Avocado's holding its own. That was a seed. There's more moringa. Here's lumber for the new tiny house. There's the old lumber from the old shed. And some of the crap that was stored on it. Materials. And the nursery is, I covered it. I'm going to reset this whole nursery once I get things situated a little bit better. But we've got 100 or so moringa in there. We got like 30 papayas. Oh, this cherry is finally putting on growth. Took a while, but it's looking good. Slow growth. Another, I'm not sure what this one is. But another volunteer of some sort growing. Bunch of pumpkins. I'm letting them just go to waste, pretty much, a lot of them. I'm using them to distract from the bugs eating the other plants, but there's some still I'll be using. The moringa bed, I've been ripping it out. It's a mess. There's another pile of the lumber from the old shed, some planter stakes that was stored there. And that's where the old shed was. Finished tearing it down yesterday. Still got a little bit of the debris to take out, but I got to take out the piers, which are the concrete blocks that it was based on. There's 6 of them. I'm gonna put in new knock this down, grade it out a little bit, clean all this stuff up. This was stuff that they left behind, most of it. And clean all this up. And then this is the new site for the tiny house. Pretty excited about that. The bay is doing well. It's looking like a pom-pom tree. Sugar cane is taller and doing well. The hedge has started to fill in. The Mediterranean garden is coming along. There's more lumber over there. The Valencia and Navel are doing well on the trees. The pomegranate is grown. I'm glad it didn't produce this year, actually. I didn't want to strain it. We ended up, where was it? It was like right here. There was a nice, actually right there. There was a nice amount of garlic. It's now just a clearing zone. That was the music garlic. Harvested the elephant garlic as well. Those are the tops from them. I'm going to seed some of them out. This was the peach tree. It's been getting hit by the fig eater beetles. But it's had about 3 dozen peaches on it. And it's still got another dozen. They've been great. I'm going to get some of the bags next year. But this thing is doing awesome. The mulberry is just going crazy again. I'm going to take some more cuttings. Comfrey is doing well. Everything's pretty much stabilized down here. It's so thick you can't even see through it. That's a China berry, I believe. I thought it was a golden rain tree, but I think it's a China berry. If it's a China berry, it's gone. If it's a golden rain tree, it'll stay for a while. It creates mulch. Here's another one. Beautiful, but not really usable. The bamboo is blowing up. Sorghum, a lot of other things. Here's one that broke out. Sweet potatoes, more sunflowers. The almond just, I don't think it got enough water this year. And it's been eating through soil like mad, so could have a go for. I need to punch down the soil a little bit, I think. And might have some extra air spaces because that thing's dropped a lot. So that was the last of the artichokes. It didn't really survive when it got knocked over. Oh, there's pear tomatoes right there. Yummy. Grab a couple here. These things are awesome. I'll be doing a lot more of these next year. I really did not focus on the vegetables this year at all. I just let everything kind of go because I was focused on cleaning and organizing and infrastructure this year. This is the cotton candy apium. These things are awesome. Horseradish looking good. Oh, Spicy Z nectarplum, or nectarine, did well. No, that's a nectarplum, sorry. Spicy Z nectarplum. This citrus died back and now is recovering. That citrus is coming in. And that's it. Working on the tiny house this weekend. Today is Sunday, so actually I'm going to be going to get the blocks, finish cleaning this area up, grade it out, get the blocks in, and start the